Yes, thanks, Des. Terry, I would have said the way Bobby Robson walked off that field, the pace at which he walked, expressed anger.
Well, I should hope so. I mean, we haven't played yet, but we've scored a beautiful goal. But what we've done, the two midfield players, Platt and Gascoigne, are both breaking forward. There's a big gamble there. Now, it's paid off because we've scored the goal through Platt. But we're leaving big holes behind. This is why they're counter-attacking into us. They've had three good chances and not scored any. And, of course, we've capitalised.
What you're almost suggesting is that McMahon would have been better as a holding marking game.
Yeah, but McMahon then wouldn't have been in the box. That's the gamble that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Did I not say that Platt can get in all three areas of the field, and he got in the very important area on the end of that cross, you know, which was absolutely superb.
The one good thing, Jimmy, is the fact that England are ahead.
You see, wonderful. I mean, this is part of our tactics at the moment, but the ball's got to be spun in well. It was spun in beautifully, but someone's got to make up that ground from the middle of the field in the heat to have the legs to get into that situation. And McMahon would never have been there in 100 years.
No, but I think that's unfair because McMahon then would have been back and Gascoigne.
I'm not saying McMahon's a bad player. I'm saying he would not have been on the end of that cross because he wouldn't have been the player running forward.
Of course he wouldn't have been in there. That's not his job.
Terry, we mustn't argue because we've got much more important things to discuss about that display.
We've all got our opinions on that.
No, but the actual naivety shown by those players shows that we need, you know, Brian Robson back in the centre of that team to get it organised.
Terry's talked about he's out. He's
we're not going to have him back in.
Terry's talked
anyway.
about the two midfield players.
As Des made the point there, we'll be really... I mean, if we hadn't been for Peter Shilton there, England would have been in great trouble. Terry.
A wonderful, wonderful save.
This is a great ball through the centre, and of course Parker gets drawn across. He jumps over it beautifully. His time, but his first touch takes him too close to the goalkeeper. And I think Shilton's experience told, and the forward players his shot told.
A young goalkeeper there would probably have panicked, wouldn't he? Now,
That's right.
That was the
Roger
follow-up.
Miller might have just slid it under his body.
Yes.
There was an inexperienced.
It wasn't Parker. I think it was Walker came across for there, and Parker was just getting back from a sortie up the right wing. That's the position he should have been in, and you might just see him in the left-hand corner of the picture there, having just got back from one of those kamikaze runs which the England team is doing. Having got one goal up, like the Italians, they should sit back.
Well, I just think that's a tremendous example of why, you know, people say, should he be in the side? There is the example why. A young goalkeeper might have panicked. He waited till the missed control. And
he was on him. Yes,
this is the second one, Terry, Libby's header.
Well, again, he gets a lot of space. We're drawn out because Parker's not in that wide position. He gets a great cross, and we're waiting, and he's not. Instead of heading the ball down like Platt, of course, he's headed it over the top.
Des Walker's miles off.
Yeah. Well, once right goes, Des has got to come across and fill the space behind him, which he was slow to do there.
Isn't the idea of the sweeper system to play behind the defence?
Yeah, he's supposed to play one behind and one in front.
This is another chance for Libby.
The same thing again was the first touch took him even closer to the keeper.
There were two players within a yard of each other there, right, and I couldn't quite see the other one. That's not a sweeper system. I mean, now against the Cameroon, we should lock up shop. I mean, I'm terribly sorry for everybody at home to make it boring.
Are you suggesting
shut
like
up
Italy,
shop?
like Italy did against the Republic of Ireland last night?
Yes, because we want to get into the semi-final of the World Cup, and it's the first time in our history. And also, there are professional players out there with a professional manager, and there is a professional code that in this situation, that's what you do. You keep it tight at the back, wait for them to commit suicide, and pick the other goal out.
First time in the semi-final outside these shores,
well,
anyway.
outside these shores, yes.
Look, we're going to have more chat in a minute, but it's good, isn't it? Coming up now, your chance to win an all-expenses-paid trip for two to the World Cup final itself in Rome next Sunday, July the 8th. Now, we've selected 10 of the best goals scored in the tournament, from which our panel of experts will select the top 3. You then have to use your judgment to match their selection. So here are the 10 goals.